Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here, and welcome back to the final episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season for the 2000 mod. We are at Miami Homestead Motorsports Complex Racing Facility Speedway, and we are in the championship race. It is us, Brandon, Dale Jarrett, and Tony Stewart, all battling for that championship. And this is whoever finishes first out of us four wins the cup. So it's very important for us to keep track of the other three cars on the track. And as you can see by my qualifying attempt, we're about a mid-pack car. Brandon outside there in the 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. He's ran about the same speed as us, so we need to find some speed out of this car, maybe do something different. Green flag is in the air. Here we go, starting behind the 10 of Johnny Benson. They've got a really good second gear here. Bill Elliott on the outside and Dale Jr. fighting to the outside as well. We'll look down, hold the bottom. Ideally, the middle line seems to be the line that moves. You see Brandon there on the outside, catching a draft off the 22 Ward Burton. We can look to the inside here, but 27 laps here and 17 in the tank. So this is a one-stop race. No need to really push it. Strategy may be what we need to do here to pass these cars. The thing about this track is this is not a NASCAR Racing 2003 season track that was released with the game. It is a modified, redone track. As you can see, Miami has banking. When the game came out in 2002, Miami Speedway was pretty flat. It was built for Indy cars, so the track makers decided that they wanted to bring some modern day, out of the way Bill, modern day tracks to NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and they have a very competitive AI set. As you can see in front of us, Ward Burton, Ryan Newman, and Terry Labonte, all three wide in front of us, and there is no big speed differential between all of us. We're pretty much running identical lap times, so this is about as real as it gets as far as battles on the track and cars around you being about your speed. We'll see if we can catch a sniff here off of Ryan Newman, looking to the inside of Terry Labonte there. A big battle up front. You can see many of the cars are nice and wide, and this track has progressive banking, so the higher up the track you go, the more banking there's there to help you. So that's where it seems like the middle of the racetrack is the best way to go. But when you got Terry Labonte up there not getting off the corner well, the inside may be our best keep. As far as pit strategy is concerned, if we wanted to split this race in half, we would pit on lap 13 or 14 because we can have 17 laps in the tank, 27 laps total. You can pit as early as 10 laps into the event, but you'd be running on fumes, and I want that extra insurance policy, so we may do something different on pit road here. Brandon is making some really good moves up there on the inside there in that Texaco Haviland car. So at this point, it looks like Dale Jarrett is your championship leader. Brandon has passed Tony Stewart. You see Tony there in the outside groove, and we are fourth out of four, and fighting hard with Ryan Newman here right beside us on our door. We should get the spot. Little loose, who had to pitch and catch the car just a little bit there. The one setup that comes with this track, they call it a fast setup, and indeed it is a fast setup, but it has that nice middle ground loose. So you can get in the turn, you can really drive it with the throttle and hang the rear end out. It's easy to reel in, but it's also easy to spin out all at the same time. So it looks like we have some catching up to do here. As long as these cars are battling three wide in front of us, that will be the best thing for us here. And Tony Stewart up by the wall. If he gets into the wall, we can capitalize and put ourselves third out of fourth. So there's 20 more laps, 7 in the books. In about 3 or 4 laps, the pit window will open. So it's a question of how well is the tire wear going and how hard you're driving your car. Speaking of which, I think since tire wear is okay, we're going to go with just right sides on this pit stop. And I'm thinking run this thing nearly out of gas. Try to make something happen. Try to catch some people a lap down because it's easier to pass them under yellow than it is under green for sure, especially since this is where we're sort of settling in, and I don't like it. Hopefully, if the leaders hit at the halfway mark, they'll take 4 tires, and our 2-tire stop can bear fruit. I think our left sides will be okay enough to do that. The thing about a 2-tire stop is you have to have a decent enough car to begin with to even attempt 2 tires. If everything shakes out and we end up right in front of Dale Jarrett on 2 old tires and he has 4 fresh tires, he'll just chew us up alive. So we need a lot to go right for us here. Looks like cars have single filed out in front of us. We might be able to catch up. I don't know about the AI tire situation, whether or not they burn through their tires very quickly or if they don't have as much fall off. But it looks like we're reeling them in. I'm just giving it a touch of brake on corner entry to set the nose down. The setup of the car has it very low to the racetrack, so if you dive in too hard, you will scrape. And scraping is not good. It's, you know, keeping the tires from working. If your splitter, or valence in this case, is dragging the ground, then it's lifting those tires up and it's not getting all the grip it possibly can, and up the racetrack you go. Speaking of up the racetrack you go, Sterling Marlin is up there. Tony Stewart looking to the inside behind Johnny Benson, trying to capitalize on that position. Mike Skinner in the fray as well. We have 6 laps left in the tank, and we will use everything that we possibly can. I'm going to keep an eye out here for the AI to duck off of pit road. They do a pretty aggressive left-hand turn to get on pit road here at Homestead. You don't have to use the access road like you do at New Hampshire. You can come straight off the racetrack, but blending on the racetrack, you have to use the access road there to our left before you can blend onto the track. So we've got a battle in front of us right here. Brandon has up and left us. So we're running our own race right now, and I don't see Brandon nor Jarrett. I can see Stewart, so let's just focus on Tony for now. If we can get around Stewart, then we can worry about the next guy. But if we can't even get around Stewart, there's no need of worrying about where those leaders are. Looks like we'd be able to get a run here on the outside of Johnny Benson, carry that momentum on the high lane. That progressive banking helps us out. Sterling Marlin will put Mike Skinner out to the outside. And being wary, yes, pit stops are happening. There goes, whoop! Okay, so that was close. Mike Skinner ducked right on off. We have Rusty Wallace in front of us, and there's Brandon in the middle of turn 1 and 2. So that's the distance that Brandon has made up on us. We have 3 laps left in the tank, and I believe for this right side strategy to pay off, we need to use all of it. We do not want to be on old left tires for too awful long, and we want those right sides to really carry us through the run. There goes Rusty down to pit road. Brandon pitting as well. We'll take the lead here. If anything, we can say that we've led a lap in our championship hunt. 3 laps left in our tank, and there's cars down on the bottom who have pitted. So we are going to run as hard as we possibly can. We have 2 laps left in the tank. Out to the wall just a touch, but leader is on pit road. Let's get around the 11 here. The 11 has just come off pit road. He's got fresh tires, but he is inherently slower than us, and I don't believe that that tire wear is going to fall off that bad. I don't feel that my lap times have suffered, nor my handling, due to old tires. So this may work out. We should be coming down to pit road this time. Let's put as much ground as we can on these cars to our inside to give us the best opportunity of coming out in front of them. All right, so on this green marker there, I'm going to start pit hard on the brake. Car gets out just a little bit. We want to be in a straight line when we double downshift here. 3,000 in second. I think we hit the nail right on the head as far as pit road speed. And now we're looking for the golden arches on the left for Bill Elliott. We're pitting right in front of him. Oh, yellow flag. Yellow flag is out. So we were on pit road before the yellow came out. If we can exit pit road before they get back around, we'll be okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do we have damage to fix? No. Fill me up, Buttercup. Down and away. Let's not speed. Let's not put ourselves in a very terrible position here. Looks like everyone is indeed a lap down. There's pit road exit. So let us get caught up to the field and see where we shake out after this yellow. I'll be right with you. Coming back to green, and I have the lead, and the lead is about a whole lap. Second place is over a minute behind me, which tells me that maybe I crossed the finish line before them and trapped them a lap down. Green flag is in the air. I'm just going to roll over here. So we have 6 laps to go, and everyone who can pass me for the championship has to go around the track completely and then come around and pass me. So the championship looks to be handed to us by pit strategy or just being plain lucky, and I'm going to go with the last one. We don't even need to be racing Michael Waltrip right now. We just can't screw up. Coming to 5 laps to go here at Homestead, and second place is 3/4 of a lap behind us. I mean, that is just nuts. All I have to do is just keep it between the lines, don't do anything stupid, and I think we're going to get it. If the engine blows, that's it. Year over. If a tire blows or if I get stupid and spin out, that's it. Year over. I just have to bring it around for 4 more laps. Definitely not the race your tail off and win with someone bearing down right behind you sort of championship finish, but I am not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. This thing was just handed to me. Holy crap. All right, let's not do anything stupid here. 4 laps to go. Let's be mindful of these lap cars. If they crash, we definitely do not want to be in it. And I mean, we're faster. We can just go around them at any time, but I am not going to put myself in a position to screw myself up like that. Come on. 3 laps to go. Just 3 to go. Michael Waltrip in front of us. Kenny Irwin Jr. to his inside. Don't do anything stupid, guys. I am right behind you. There goes Waltrip around the outside. I've got the 14 car looking to my inside. I might as well just let him go. If I'm honest, there is no need to race him. He's trapped a lap down. He's going to have to drive all around again. That's fine. We'll take the Kyle Larson line around the bend. Coming to 2 laps to go. And I think the leaders are in the middle of turn 1 and 2 right now. So they have about a mile to outrun me. We just have to basically drive on eggshells, make sure we don't spin the car out. So the 2-tire strategy may have paid off, but then again, we didn't even need it. I don't think. We could have grabbed 4. We'll have to definitely look on timing and scoring to see where we ended up when that caution fell. It was a very fortuitous caution. Here we go. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. I see nobody in my mirror. We're just going to maintain pace here with the 42. One more set of corners. Turns 3 and 4 the whole year since February come down to this moment. I don't want to be a Rick Allen and start saying he started racing at the age of 4 and now he's going to come around, but we're going to do it. There it is, checkered flag in the air. We are your champions for the year. That is it. We've won it. We've won it. We've won it. We won it. Oh, that was incredible. I was wondering how I was going to pull this off. Going into it, practice mid-table, qualified mid-table. Anything could have happened. I almost lost it coming down to pit road. I almost lost it in turn 3, but I did not lose the race. Whew, that was nuts. Well, I don't usually do a burnout, but we're champions, so this is rightly deserved right over this Ford symbol, because why not? A Chevy will take the victory here, boys. Nice, light them up. Yeah, just sort of back it in. There's Brandon. What an incredible run we had this year. 12 wins for Brandon. And congratulations on an incredible season, my friend. We'll see you in Daytona for sure. That is incredible. I don't know if he finished second in the championship. We'll have to see the final standings here. But we did it. We had to win. Nope, Jarrett was second. Brandon was fourth. And Stewart was there in 9th. So Brandon, after all of that, finishes 3rd in the championship. Dale Jarrett second. And we knew Dale Jarrett was going to be the car to beat, and we had to win to do it. But another bonus of these modded racetracks is we can go behind pit wall. So I imagine this is where Victory Lane used to be. Let's see. Let's go on through. No, Victory Lane ain't behind the pit boxes. Well, we're here in the garage. Don't mind us. Champions coming through. Yeah. I think since they celebrate the championship on the front stretch, there's no official Victory Lane. Hey, buddy. But let's go ahead and get out of here and take a look at the timing and scoring and see how close we were to getting that lap, let's say. I'm not exactly sure where we were scored. Yeah, we're back there. Okay, so let's find ourselves when we came to the caution, which would have been on pit road. So there the yellow flag is waving when we came on pit road. Now let's see where the leader, or we were the leader. Let's see where second place was in the grand scheme of things. I'm trying to find out right at the point of yellow because I have a sneaking suspicion that we got very lucky here. And we can't really see the yellow lights on the wall, but the yellow lights are definitely there when we come off right here. So let's see where second place is in the grand scheme of things. It's probably, yeah, it was Dale Jarrett. So he was already under yellow going into turn 3 and 4. So that makes me wonder, because we weren't racing him off of pit road then. What that means is we were racing him to the line, I think it was. Let's see at the point of yellow, when the yellow came out here. He's on the front stretch there. The yellow comes out there, and there I am on pit road. Oh, I think I see what happened. I think I see, because, yeah, when the yellow came out, I had not crossed the finish line yet. So I took the yellow right here at that moment, basically trapping Dale Jarrett a lap down. So if I could just see, and unfortunately I don't have a good camera angle here to show it, but at the point of yellow, yeah, at the point of yellow, I wasn't even across the line yet. So that makes me wonder, in a game of inches, where does that leave us? Let's see when the yellow flag actually drops. There. So the yellow flag came out there, and I was a pit stall and a half away. Actually, 1 pit stall. So I'm rolling across, rolling. And Dale Jarrett hasn't crossed the line yet there. That's how close it was. So when I roll across the line, I don't trap the 14, but I do trap the 88 by less than a quarter of a second. That is nuts. So without further ado, let's take a look at the chase grid. As of now, Sprint Cup champion, Saka. That is definitely good to see. But next season, Brandon and I are taking on the Monster Energy Cup Series mod with the current drivers, so it'll be an up-to-date roster. The guys that you see on Sunday will be the guys that we're racing with on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to Daytona next February, so hope to see you then. But that is going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of NASCAR Racing 2003 season and the season. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as your champion, I will say I will see you next February in Daytona. Take care.